Hi, welcome to Party Food Hero. I'm Aaron. Today we're going to be making biscuits and gravy. Well, just the sausage gravy. We're not making the biscuits part. We are making an amazing sausage gravy that goes great with biscuits. So this is a great recipe, very, very easy, not a lot of ingredients, and it produces an amazing, meaty sausage gravy. There's nothing worse than when well, there's lots of things that are worse. But one of the things I hate is when I go get breakfast and get biscuits and gravy, and it's just mostly the sauce, barely any sausage in it. This one is packed with sausage. It's delicious. Let's go check it out.
Here are all the ingredients that you need for an amazing sausage gravy slash breakfast gravy, whatever you want to call it. Delicious. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get a nice big skillet, and you're going to add in your sausage, whatever type of breakfast sausage you want to use. Make sure it's nice and hot, so hot it starts smoking and almost setting off your smoke alarm. Then you're going to just smash it all up, and you're going to cook it until it is browned and then ready for the next ingredient. This is a quick recipe, so get ready. Now once your sausage is browned up like this, you're going to add in some extra spice to take this sausage gravy to the next level. I'm going to add in some cayenne pepper, and then I'm going to add in some chipotle because I love chipotle. Now, if you don't want it spicy at all, you can omit both of these, but it doesn't make it super spicy. It just, you get a little back note of spiciness, which is wonderful and not overpowering at all. So just mix those in, and next we're going to add in our flour. Now the flour is going to be our thickening agent. So you add this in, you mix it all together, and then you cook it for about a minute. Just, you don't want to have that raw flour taste. So just kind of mix it all in there and let it cook, like I said, for about around a minute. And then you're going to add in your milk. Don't worry about all that stuck on sausage at the bottom. When we add our milk in, we will be able to scrape all that off, and it will be delicious. Obviously, I didn't listen to my own advice and I started worrying about it, but you don't have to. Just don't do that part until you put the milk in. It's 1,000 times easier once the milk is in. Do as I say, not as I do. So now you're going to add in your cold milk to your hot pan, just a little bit at a time until it kind of evens out. Then just pour the rest in. And then at this point is when you really want to scrape all the fond off of the bottom of the pan. That's just a bunch of flavor, so don't leave that hanging. Scrape it all off. And then all you're going to do here is you're going to set this to simmer after you've mixed it all together, and then just wait for it to thicken up. And how long that takes kind of depends on you, how thick you like your gravy. Some people like a thinner gravy, some people like a real thick, hearty gravy. I'm kind of in the middle, so just let it simmer until you get it to your preferred thickness. Once you get to that preferred thickness, add salt and pepper to taste, and then you're golden, baby. You are on the cusp of having some amazing biscuits and gravy. Now, you can make your own biscuits. I didn't. I just got the store-bought ones you just throw in the oven, and those were delicious. So if you have a great biscuit recipe that you love to make, do that. That's fantastic. I don't, and I didn't want to make my own because I wanted to do this quickly. So it turned out fantastic. Put it on simmer, let it thicken up, salt and pepper to taste, then you are going to be one happy camperuski. You take a couple of biscuits and you smother those things in gravy. Don't get cheap with the gravy. No one likes cheap gravy givers. And you're like, oh, is that? No. Yeah, you want a bunch of gravy on there. I want every bite to just be filled with this delicious gravy that you just made. So don't go skimping out on the gravy. That includes you all restaurant owners. Please don't skimp out on the gravy. I love it so much. Now for the more gratuitous up close. And if you want to get fancy, you can garnish it with some green onion. You don't have to. This was for pictures. I normally would not do this, but it actually was delightful. Nice little fresh green onions were great.
All right, now for my favorite part of the video, I get to eat the food. Now, as you can see, this was super easy to make. I used to think making like a sausage gravy would take a long time and a lot of ingredients. The nice thing about this recipe is that it's just the perfect base recipe. On its own, amazing, delicious, I love it. But you could add bacon to this, you could switch the types of sausages you use. There's a bunch of herbs you could add to this. There's just so many things you could do with this. On its own, like I said, delicious. We made it a bunch of times just like this. Awesome. And if you want to, other thing too, if you want to increase the spiciness level, you could do that as well. So great base, just a great solid sausage gravy recipe, or as I like to call it, breakfast gravy. All right, here we go. Just do that, and you can make however you want to make your biscuits. I made them from a can because I didn't want to make biscuits. So there you go. Look at that, just as it should be. The ratio of sausage is very high. You want a lot of sausage in every bite. It's sausage gravy, not gravy. So here we go. That's exactly how sausage gravy should taste. Sausagey. So it's so good. You get the burst of sausage flavor. You get that creaminess of the milk and the cream part of the gravy. And then at the back end, you get a little slight kick of heat. Just perfect. Not bad, not uncomfortable. Just a nice little heat note. That is really good. Now you can kick that up if you like it spicy, or you can remove the spiciness and you don't have anything, but it's nice to get that little extra oomph in there. And I also love the fresh cracked pepper, makes such a big difference. And if you don't like freshly cracked pepper, don't put as much in, but definitely still put some in. Big part of why this is delicious. So there you go. Next time you have friends over and you are planning on cooking at a cabin and have some extra sausage that you forgot to cook, and they leave and you remember that you have sausage and decide to make a YouTube video of making sausage gravy, now you have the recipe. There you go. So delicious. Make it next time you are in the mood for biscuits and gravy. I love it. It's really delicious. Don't forget to check us out at Party Food Hero on Instagram, and then all the recipes, everything that you need to make amazing food for your friends, your family, or just yourself, partyfoodhero.com. And it's just the recipes. You don't have to scroll through a bunch of stuff. You don't even have to hit a button that says go to recipe, because the recipe is right there. Check it out, partyfoodhero.com. Okay, there you go. Make it. You're going to love it. And remember, be the Party Food Hero. I'm not even hungry, and I'm still going to finish it because it's so good. God, this is so good.
Be the Party Food Hero.